Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sanjay and our channel name is Sanjay Educational Academy. In this video, we are going to see about registration chapter and payment of GST. First, let us see registration chapter. In one state, one registration is enough, but if you want, you can voluntarily take more registration. Okay. Next, let us see effective date of registration. You have already seen that in time of supply under section 31. Uh, if you exceed the threshold limit, on that date you are liable to register. From that date, within 30 days you need to register. If you register within 30 days means the effective date of registration is date on which you are liable to register. If you register after 30 days means the effective date of registration will be date on which the department grants the registration to you. I will again repeat once again. If you are liable to register means, suppose in a particular date, if you exceed the threshold limit means from that date within 30 days you have to register. If you registered within 30 days means the effective date of registration is date on which you become liable to register. If you apply for registration after 30 days means the effective date of registration is date in which you received registration. The date on which the department granted you registration, that date is the effective date of registration if you apply for registration after 30 days from when you become liable. Okay. Okay. Reverse invoice. Reverse invoice means if you register within 30 days, your effective date of registration is from date on which you become liable to registration. From that date till the date on which registration is granted to you, till that date you will not have a GST number. So you can't issue a tax invoice. You will just issue bill of supply. In that case, the recipient cannot claim ITC because he doesn't have tax invoice. He only has a bill of supply. So in that case, you can issue revised invoice if you have registered within 30 days from the date you are liable to register. That is known as revised invoice. Okay. Now let us see section 23, exemption for registration. In this section, we are going to see about some person who is exempt to register irrespective of the threshold limit. Whether they exit the threshold limit or they didn't exit the threshold limit, whatever the case may be, they don't need to register. See, if a person is supplying only exempt supply or non-taxable supply means he is exempt to take registration. He is no need to take registration. Second is agriculturalists. Agriculturalists need not take registration for any supply from his agricultural land. Agriculturalists need not take any registration for any supply from his agricultural land. A supplier whose only supply is goods or services for which tax is payable under RCM. RCM means the recipient is paying the tax to the government. In that case, the supplier need not take registration. Next, interstate supply of services. But supplier making interstate supply of service need not take registration, but he should not exceed the threshold limit. Next, section 24, person who need to compulsorily take a registration irrespective of the threshold limit. Okay. They are a person making interstate supply of goods. Interstate supply means I am making supply to another state, that is known as interstate supply. In that case, if he is supplying goods for interstate means he has to compulsory take registration. The next is recipient under RCM. In RCM, recipient only needs to pay tax to the government, right? So in that case, that recipient under RCM needs to compulsorily take registration. Next to e-commerce operators. E-commerce operators also need to compulsory take registration. And non-registered taxable person and casual taxable person should compulsorily take registration. The time limit to apply for registration is, for normal case, he has to register within 30, he has to apply for registration within 30 days from the date on which he become liable. Liable means on the date in which he exceeds the threshold limit. In that case, within 30 days he need to register in normal cases. For casual taxable person and non-resident taxable person, he need to apply for registration 5 days before starting the business. In advance you need to apply for registration. Registration should be applied at least 5 days before starting the business. Okay, 5 days in advance. Now let us see revocation of cancellation. Revocation means cancellation. Cancellation means cancellation. So cancelling the cancellation of registration. See, if you are cancelling the registration, you are cancelling that cancellation of registration, that is known as revocation of cancellation of registration. In that case, you need to cancel the cancellation within 30 days from the date of cancellation. Okay, you can extend the 30 days limit with the permission of a joint commissioner, and you can additionally avail extra 30 days with the permission of commissioner. Okay, I will again say the for revocation of cancellation, you must revocate the cancellation within 30 days. You can extend the 30 days with the permission of a joint commissioner and additional 30 days with the permission of commissioner. Section 22, the threshold limit for registration is, see, there are 3 category of state. First category is Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura. Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura. For these 4 states, the threshold limit is 10 lakh. For both goods and services, the threshold limit is 10 lakh. If your aggregate turnover exceeds 10 lakh, means you need to apply for registration. Next category of states is Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Puducherry, Telangana, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya. Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Puducherry, Telangana, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya. Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Puducherry, Telangana, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya. For this kind of state, the threshold limit is 20 lakh for both goods and services. And the rest of the states, the limit is 20 lakh for services and 40 lakhs for goods. The goods excludes the sin goods like pan masala, ice cream, tobacco products, aerated waters, etc. Okay, for the other kind of state, the threshold limit is 20 lakh for services and 40 lakh for goods. Okay, if you are dealing only in a particular category of states, means no issue, that only that threshold limit will apply. For example, if you are if you are supplying in the state of Manipur, means the limit is 10 lakh, so no issue. But if you are if you are supplying in multiple category of state, means, for example, if you are dealing in Nagaland and you are also supplying in Telangana. For Nagaland, the limit is 10 lakh. In Telangana, the limit is 20 lakh. Now, what limit you should take? In that case, you should take the lowest limit, that is 10 lakh. So, if his aggregate turnover exceeds 10 lakh, then he need to apply for registration. Aggregate turnover means his entire turnover for all the states. Okay. Okay, friends. The registration chapter ends here. Thank you. Okay, now let's see payment chapter. Yes, payment chapter. See, the website for GST is www.gst.government.in. In that website, there are 2 ledger and 1 register. What are the 2 ledger? Electronic cash ledger and electronic credit ledger. And the register is electronic liability ledger. The electronic cash ledger is like a Paytm wallet or PhonePe wallet. You need to transfer your money from your bank to this wallet and then pay the tax. Okay, it is like just a wallet. Next, electronic credit ledger. What is this credit ledger? All your input tax credit will be there in the electronic credit ledger, and by using the electronic credit ledger, you can pay the output tax liability. Okay, this is known as electronic credit ledger. Now let us see the register. What is the register? Electronic liability ledger. In that register, it will show how much liability is there in IGST, how much liability is there in CGST, how much liability is there in SGST. Okay. In that electronic credit ledger, using IGST credit, you can set off both. You can set off IGST also, you can set off CGST also, you can set off SGST also. But CGST cannot be set off against SGST, and SGST cannot set off against CGST. They both are enemies. Okay. But CGST can be set off against IGST, and SGST also can set off against IGST. I will again repeat. By using ITC credit, you can set off ITC liability. By using IGST credit, you can set off IGST liability, CGST liability and SGST liability. By using CGST liability, CGST credit, you can only set off IGST and CGST. First you need to exhaust IGST credit and then you can use CGST credit. In case of SGST, same as CGST. First you have to utilize IGST credit, then CGST credit. Okay friends. And one more point is, by using this input tax credit, you can only pay output tax. You can't use input tax credit for input tax itself. Okay. Okay friends, we came to the end of the video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.